Give me Diego Pavia. Give me at Neyland Stadium. Let the Vanderbilt fans tear down Tennessee's goalposts and throw them in the river for bragging rights.
Welcome to Tiger Square College Football Podcast, where two guys who had to eat lasagna for Thanksgiving as kids try to sound smart and talk about college football. I apologize in advance.
And hey, welcome to Tiger Squared Thursday preview show. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is our final regular season Tiger Squared podcast. Obviously, we will be coming to you with the playoffs and so forth and so on. But I'm your boy Shane. This is Jason up in Alaska, in the shit show of Alaska going up there. And we're going to do something different today. Might as well change it up for you followers that we have. We're going to just blind pick the rivalry games today. We're going to do our bold predictions as well. But I just want to say, please like, share, comment, follow. We love you guys. Hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving, and get to spend some time with your families and whatever you want to do on Thanksgiving. Watch some football, whatever the case may be. Hope you have a great, safe time, and thank you for tuning in to Tiger Square Podcast. Jason, it's been a journey, man, and we made it through the first regular season when we started out with individual recordings and whatnot, but it's been really fun, and I'm thankful that we're still sitting here and we're having a good time with it. And this is how it's always going to be. We're just going to have a good time.
And I'm very thankful too. I get to do something with one of my best friends in the world, something we've talked about for the longest time. And we've actually put we actually followed through with it and did it. It took us a minute. We've learned, we've grown, but this has been very enjoyable. It's been a little stressful at times trying to meet personal deadlines. We've had some setbacks, but Shane, this has been a blast, and I think the playoffs this year should look much better than last year. So I'm really excited for the next stage of this season, previewing that with you.
Yeah, definitely, man. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go just straight into some rivalry games. We're going to give our gut response. Jason, let's start out with Ole Miss at Mississippi State. Ole Miss is only favored by 5 points going into that game. My feeling is there's so many distractions at Ole Miss, but there's been distractions for the past 4 or 5 weeks with Lane Kiffin. And I think he seals the deal up and goes into Mississippi State. I don't see Mississippi State winning this game. I think Ole Miss is going to handle business. And, Ole Miss has been that underlying team all year that just won't go away. Lost one game, but they're still winning. One loss. Come on. Ole Miss, cover the spread. I think they win by 8 or 9 points.
So you're stealing my thunder over there. I echo your sentiment. I think Mississippi State will put up a fight. It's rivalry. Ole Miss is locked and loaded. I think Lane Kiffin changed the team this season, especially with the Georgia game. After that, I think they're locked in. He's going to go out a winner, and no matter what direction he goes in, Florida, LSU, or maybe even stays at Ole Miss. I doubt it. Sorry, Ole Miss fans, but I think he's going to be locked in. He wants to go out to winner. He's going to have his team locked in, and yeah, it's going to be kind of one of those win one for the Gipper type stuff. They cover that spread easy. All right.
Agreed. And your next, go for it, man.
My next pick, I'm going to save the A&M Texas game for a minute. Let's go Georgia Tech.
Cool.
I want to say, I said for all season now, or for at least half the season, I think Georgia Tech's a really good team. I do not know what happened last weekend in that loss. They they just did not look themselves. I'm gonna give them a mulligan. I think they're geeked up for Georgia at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium over there. I think this should be an instant classic like it was last year, 5 overtime game. Give me Georgia Tech by a narrow, narrow margin, even possibly another overtime game. But I like Georgia Tech. I'm going to stick with them. Give me Georgia Tech in this game.
Man, I would love to pick Georgia Tech here, and I'm hoping they can kind of get their chaos together in the ACC. I just don't see it happening. I think, Georgia's favored by 13.5, and Vegas knows better than we do. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Georgia covers the spread there with 13.5 points, but I do think Georgia goes in there and wins by maybe 8 or 9 points.
Okay, so you got Georgia. I got Georgia Tech. All right. Go on with your next game.
Oh, yeah. So let's go ahead to the year in and year out, one of the biggest games in the country, college football rivalry weekend, Ohio State at Michigan. Lots riding on this game for Michigan. Michigan wins, they're probably in the playoffs. Ohio State loses, they're still in the playoffs.
Yes.
They're still in the championship game. We just gotta, the playoff committee may have some tough choices at the end of this weekend. Ohio State's favored by 11.5, and there hasn't been a real big upset. I don't think you can call Indiana, Oregon an upset. Penn State getting blown out, after they got beat the first time, then, their year was over. But I want to call the upset here. In the rivalry weekend, I'm going to start it with this one. Michigan beats Ohio State at Michigan. And this is going to be one of those classic games. Something happens at the end, whatever the case may be. Bands on the field, whatever. But Michigan's going to win this game outright and just wreak havoc on the college football playoff committee.
Shane, once again, you and I are in unison. I think Michigan pulls up the upset, and will this make 4 years in a row for Michigan? So fans, I'm sorry out there, we agreed we wasn't going to do any homework on these games. So I think this is going to make like 4 years in a row for Michigan. I don't know what the longest streak is or who holds it, but give me Michigan. Give me Michigan. And a close one, not so fast, my friend. All right, so we're both on Michigan this year. All right, Shane, I'm going to throw up a little softball here. Miami, Pitt. Give me Miami over Pitt. I know Pitt is the giant slayer. They did their damage last weekend. I think Miami, Carson Beck, they know what they need to do in order to secure the playoff spot. The ACC's not very good. I was going to be nice. The ACC's not very good. Miami needs this win to lock up the playoff. I know Pitt's got scrappy, they're scroungy, but give me Miami in this game. Go ahead, win the ACC, and go ahead and get into the college playoffs.
Okay, so my gut reaction on this one, Jason, is Miami. Carson Beck, he's going to do something to try to lose the game towards the end. He's going to throw a late interception. They're going to be ahead by, 2 points going into their final drive, and he's going to throw an interception, and then Pitt's going to get the ball back with a couple minutes left to drive the field, and there's going to be a series of penalties, and then Pitt will turn the ball over back to Miami for Miami to hold on to the 2-point victory.
Boy, that's very specific.
Yeah, well, I'm going, yeah, I'm throwing darts here, man. I'm throwing darts here, but
that. All right, so but we both got Miami, correct?
We both got Miami.
All right, your turn. Spin the wheel.
I'm trying to save the big ones for last, so let's go with Vandy at Tennessee.
Ooh.
Vandy is the only higher ranked team. They're on the road, obviously. We talked about that, but they are not a favorite in this game. Tennessee is favored by 3.5. Pavia's got something to prove, man. I talked to it about Pavia with my brother today, the head rugby coach at the University of South Carolina, John Roberts.
Peace, John Roberts.
And you know, we talked about the scenario of how Vandy could get into these playoffs and who would want to face Pavia, and we're all looking forward to that. I think not just Vandy fans, but I think as a college football fan, you are on the outside looking in. If you're not a Tennessee fan or a Vandy fan, I think you're looking at this game like, I would love to see them in the playoffs. I would love to see them squeak in. There's a lot of different scenarios where that could happen. And Vandy's going to go to Tennessee, and they're going to win this game, cover the spread. Obviously, if they win the game, they cover the spread. And, you know, is it a close game? Yeah. You know, because Tennessee's got bragging rights to fight for, home state, rivalry, but Pavia just proves to be too much. Maybe he catches a touchdown ball. I don't know, but, you know, maybe he punts the ball and tackles the guy and makes him fumble it. I'm not sure. But he's going to leave. I know this. Diego Pavia will leave it all out on the field. And not just him, but the Vandy team in general. And, you know, I think he's just got too much wherewithal about him to let Tennessee have this victory. So I'm going to take Vandy in a very close game at Tennessee, maybe a point or two, but Vandy pulls off what Vegas is saying would be the upset.
I wish I could give our fans here some debate, some meat and juicy, something for us to disagree with. But I agree with everything you say. Give me Diego Pavia. Give me at Neyland Stadium. Let the Vanderbilt fans tear down Tennessee's goalposts and throw them in the river for bragging rights. And I know we didn't say homework, but I just so happened to get on it. Let me throw this one little thing out. Vanderbilt has been playing college football for 122 years. It has never won 10 games in a season. 2025, Vanderbilt will get its first 10-win season. Shane, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. This is one of my my main appetizers for this weekend. I will be glued to this game. It's just, there's a lot of them, but this will have one of my main focuses this weekend. But give me Pavia, beating up, upsetting.
Give it to you. All right, cool. What you got, brother?
I'll go ahead and get this one out the way. LSU at Oklahoma. Oklahoma 144, LSU 10. That's all I got to say about that one.
Look, man, Oklahoma's got it's not a must. It is a must win, I think. You know, with all the other stuff going on. Yeah, and LSU has had a chance to be spoiler for a few weeks now, and they haven't proven to be. I don't see why this changes. There's so much turmoil going on at LSU right now. I hate it for that, but that's kind of how the state of Louisiana rolls. You know, it's going to be interesting that Tulane University will make the playoffs and LSU will not. So at least the Louisiana people will have a team to root for in the playoffs. That's a little stab in the side there. I got Oklahoma winning by 18.
Bet the over on that, sir. Bet the over. All right.
Bet the over.
Go ahead.
Oh, all right. Well, I know there's a few games left, but
let's get into some meaty games.
Let's go with the Iron Bowl, brother.
Ooh, you wanted to pull that card out early. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, Alabama at Auburn. Vegas has this right at Alabama only favored by 3.5. Who knows what you're going to get with Auburn, Jason? I think you're going to get a determined coach who's trying to prove his worth as a head coach. You're going to get a fired up Auburn team with nothing to lose. They have absolutely no. You can say, well, they have a bowl to lose. No, they are going to go out there just like Pavia, leave everything on the field. The play calling is going to be phenomenal. Can we keep our left tackle? Don't know his name. Should be better from destroying us in penalties. I think this is going to be a well-matched game. I was wrong when I say that Alabama's never won at night. They're 4-1, or 1-4 at Auburn at Jordan Hare on night games. Okay. This is going to be an instant classic, Jason. I mean, it would surprise me if this game was not down to the wire, within a touchdown. Either team could win it. 2 minutes left. Maybe the score changes a couple times, maybe 3 times in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game, back and forth. I'm gonna say it goes down to the kicking game on this one, and not a kick six, nothing like that, but it's going to come down. Somebody's going to miss an extra point during the game or get a blocked extra point, and that's going to be the determining factor of the game. Not is Auburn or Alabama going to win by 1 point? No, but it's going to force a certain play call going into the fourth quarter where you have to, manifest a certain amount of points, and maybe you're down by 4 where you would have only been down by 3, or maybe you're down by, whatever the case may be. But it's going to change your play calling a bit. So whoever misses the extra point in this game will lose. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think that you see Deuce Knight coming there on some run plays. Ashton Daniels is a good. Yeah. I think Deuce comes in on some third and manageable, maybe 2nd and 7s. He comes in and does some RPOs, and maybe scores a touchdown. Who knows? If the penalty bugaboo gets Auburn, they will lose. The turnovers I think should be matched up. Both teams want it. Our defense is phenomenal. Their defense is outstanding. Offense is, ours hasn't been great, but we've proven something in the last couple weeks. So, last couple games, I can see this as, I don't know. It's going to be entertaining. I'm looking forward to it. It would be a disappointment either way, Jason. If Auburn for some reason could blow out Alabama, that's not going to be disappointing. But it would be disappointing that with all this talent, it's not a closer game. And if Alabama goes in there and whoops ass, hats off to them, man, because you beat a damn good Auburn team by a lot of points, and you deserve to be in the playoffs if you win this game by a lot of points. I'm taking Auburn. War Eagle.
Shocker. Well, I'm going to do a sad Star Wars reference. Please help us, Auburn. You're our only hope. I am pulling for Auburn. I don't know if you want to call it blind trust, blissful ignorance, or whatever the case may be. I'm going to go with Auburn. I think something crazy is going to happen in this game. I'm not calling kick six type game, but I think it's going to be one that goes down. I think somehow, some way, Auburn just pulls it out. They're going to be down, I think, by 10, 12 points, 13 points going into the fourth quarter. You think all is lost, and then, bam, a turnover is going to happen. A block field goal to block punt. I'm with you on special teams, something like that. Auburn gets a quick score, and now Auburn's within striking distance. And I think somehow, some way, they end up pulling the upset. Alabama sits at home this season and watches the playoffs from home. So give me Auburn too, Shane.
I will. I know you're about to go into the A&M Texas game, but that will be the loudest stadium in the country this weekend.
Uh,
Jordan Hare.
I would have to say so. That Tennessee Vandy might be loud, but that Auburn,
Yeah.
I would love to make sure the geology department turns on the seismograph, see if the earth shakes.
Seismograph. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Well, because I think some of these games are a little bit more straightforward. Let's go with the Texas A&M Texas game to round us out for our last show this season. Shane, outside of the Vandy Tennessee game, the Iron Bowl, this is probably the next game on my list that I'm so interested in seeing. We both did bracketology maybe 2 weeks ago. We both had A&M winning it all. I am not changing my stance. A&M's good. Marcel Reed, dark horse, Heisman finalist. Arch Manning's not ready for this. That's about to walk into their stadium. He's going to wilt under the pressure. That offensive line is not going to be able to hold up under the constant flow of that Mike Elko defense. And Marcel Reed is going to shine. I like A&M to beat Texas. I think it's close for a little while, and Texas A&M just starts to separate as the third quarter approaches, as the fourth quarter approaches, and they're going to be smoking cigars in Texas, watching Matthew McConaughey cry with about 5 minutes left to go in the game. Shane, how do you see it?
Man, okay, so this is going to be a nail biter. I think Arch Manning has his game of the year. He comes out, Texas. Nope. Okay, listen to me now. Texas comes out. It's back and forth. Arch Manning's gonna channel his inner Johnny Manziel, scrambling around in the backfield, making some improbable plays, and it's gonna come down to a 4th and goal where Texas can win the game at home. The crowd's going to be into it. Everybody's going to be standing on their feet. Everybody's going to be yelling. And then he throws the interception in the end zone.
Oh, man. Arch, Manning family, we do love you. I think he needs a little bit. We both agree. He just needs a little bit more time to mature. This just isn't going to be his year.
I think it's a close game. I think it goes down to the wire, but I think A&M does win.
Yeah, so we both agree A&M's a better team. I think, okay, but we do see it differently. I think Texas A&M kind of just pretty much solidifies this game by the time midway through the fourth quarter. They're lighting cigars.
Okay.
All right.
So, man, what an episode, dude. I think I don't think we have anything else to offer on this today. Other than bold predictions. And Jason, would you like the honors?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I will take honors today. My bold prediction, Robert's bold prediction, final bold prediction of the season will be LSU will announce their coach before Auburn.
Okay. I'm sad to say this, but I talked to a coworker of mine who hails from Louisiana, and he said that this is hard to say. You know, if Lane Kiffin leaves Ole Miss, that he thinks Summerall is going to go to Ole Miss because he's an Ole Miss guy. So I think that Summerall will go to Ole Miss, and we will be. I think we have a second candidate. Obviously, we have Durgan on the string already, and that's probably going to be the backfill if we don't get Summerall. But I think if Lane Kiffin leaves, Robert's bold prediction is Summerall will go to Ole Miss to backfill Lane Kiffin.
Ooh. I wouldn't see that. I didn't see that one coming. That is a bold prediction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But as always, guys, man, this has been a pleasure, a blast, whatever you want to call it. This has been an amazing journey for our first full season of Tiger Square podcast. We're on we're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, kinda. We're on TikTok. Just finally got another video uploaded on TikTok today. Been syncing things. So we're figuring this thing out. We appreciate you guys that have watched religiously and maybe picked us up in the middle of the season. Collins was one of those that I recruited from Pensacola Beach, Cava, when I was working there. He's been watching and commenting religiously. Mom and Dad Abear in there, Shannon intermittently, Brendan somewhat. But we appreciate you guys, watching, commenting, and sharing. And thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with us. And hopefully next year we have some, maybe a little bit more polished podcast. But if not, it's going to be like this. We're okay with that too. Love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope you guys have a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving. And War Eagle.
Go Tigers.